The NNSCRA Offline and Online Racing at its best presents Speed World.
Stop number 30 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us now to Rockingham, North Carolina at North Carolina Motor Speedway. So we're set for racing here today. And the running of the AC Delco 400. We have 59 laps of action on this 1.017 mile racetrack in the Sand Hill region of North Carolina here. And in fact, it's about two tracks in one in some ways as well, too. Well, considering you got this track and you got a drag strip next door to it, there, Rockingham Dragway, one of the top drag strips in all of America. Where they hold some of the PDRA events over there, Professional Drag Racers Association. So right next door to this track here today. But this track is the focal point here today, and the third to last race of the season here. And here's the starting lineup on the pole. It's the Rockingham Master, Kyle Matthews, in the number 42 Coors Light Pontiac. The in that Halloweenish like scheme he's got here today. He's alongside car number 5, Bill Parker, in the Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet. Row 2 has car 77, the US Air Jasper Engines Federal Mogul Ford. It is Laura Chung, and alongside of her is Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, two-time winners this season so far. Third row has car 17, Mitchell Hodak, and car 25, two-time winner again, Colin Cropley. Next row down has number 40, the Kendall Motor Oil Pontiac of Sean Galligan, and beside him is Nathan Hudson, the Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and Nathan has one of our in-car cameras in today's race. Row number 5 has car number 37, James Henry, the points leader, coming in this event here today, believe it or not. The 37 Little Caesars Kmart Pontiac, and number 21, the Citgo Ford of Quentin Moore, sitting alongside Quentin, has our second in-car camera. Going to next row down has car 26, the Quaker State Ford of Daniel Voiles, and number 12, the Straight Arrow Mane and Tail Ford of Cower Sustray. Next row down is number 33. It is Reggie Vogelman, the winner at Richmond this season so far. He's alongside in the 33 Skull Bandit Chevrolet. And number 43, it is Matt McIntyre, the STP Pontiac. Next row down is number 1, Trent Dunham, the Skull Classic Ford. And number 71, that is Hiccup Bush and the Olive Garden Chevrolet. Next row down has number 88, that is Cat Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford. And number 10, Tide Ford of Michael Turner. Next row down has car number 11, Seth Cole in the Lowe's Ford, and number 15, Quality Care Ford of Alex Miller. Next row down has number 24, Caleb Fogler, the DuPont Chevrolet. He's won twice this season so far. He's alongside number 23, the Smokin' Joe's Ford winner they raced at Bristol this season. It is Eric Sadler. Next row down has car number 16, that is Ali Liara in the Family Channel Ford, and number 2, Dylan Young, the Miller Genuine Draft Ford. Those two will be back in their rides next season. Next round is number 7, that is Alexander Rowe, the XI Batteries Ford, and Keith Batson, the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 28. Next round is number 31, Raphael LeDuc in the Hardee's Chevrolet, and number 4, Kodak Film Chevrolet of Eric Monaco. Monaco will be back with that ride next season as well, too. Next row down is number 75, Casey Hoyt, the current rookie points leader. And number 30, the winner at North Wilkesboro, the second race over there, it is Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down is number 9, Emmanuel Harden, the winner of the second Talladega race this season. And alongside is Carson Gum in car number 19, the Hellsource Ford. Carson will be back with that ride next season as well, too. Next row down has the two-time winner this season so far. It is Samit Oscon, the TLC Financial Systems Ford, car 81. And number 87, the Burger King Chevrolet of Christian Bracken. Next row down is number 98, that is Connor Breton, that's RCA DSS Ford. And Nathan Orman, the number 18 Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Next row down is Jeff Leinbach in car number 90, the Heilig Myers Ford. And number 22, Dylan Pote, the MB&A Pontiac. Next row down has Jessica Shelton, 3-time winner this season so far, the McDonald's Batman Forever Ford. And number 29, the winner of the first Talladega race this season, Max Anderson, the Meineke Muffer Chevrolet. Next row down is number 41, Sarah Eisner, the Kodiak Chevrolet car 41. And two-time winner this season, the season winner of the second Michigan race, and also the Daytona 500 champion, Joshua Osborne, in the number 8, Ray Bestis Ford. And Joshua will be starting shotgun in this field here today. So, Kyle Matthews, who lost the points lead at Charlotte the last race on the tour by finishing way down in the field and losing the points lead down to James Henry, Kyle's currently number 2 in the points, and he wants to dominate and win here today, possibly to get himself back in the championship contention here at Rockingham.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Command given the Fire Engines for separation here today at Rockingham, North Carolina, at Rockingham Raceway, excuse me. Where are we at? Qualls. It's as the pace car field off of pit road. We're back for the start of the race right after this. Through turns number 3 and 4, it is the third to the last race of the season. About to get underway here at Rockingham, North Carolina. We were here for the second race of the season. Kyle Matthews won here earlier this season. And see if he can pull off the Rockingham sweep again here. He's pulled off Rockingham sweep, I think, the last 3 or 4 seasons, I think. I'm trying to think which. So this is his type of track. The green flags are underway here. Kind of fitting because Kyle Petty, whose car Kyle Matthews is driving this season, or has been driving the last few seasons, except for the last season when he drove the 2500 car. Kyle Petty always did well here at Rockingham when he had the number 42 car back in the day, whether it was Mellow Yellow or Peak Antifreeze, whichever one. But Matthews is your leader here as they come off turn number 4. Phil Parker, though, not far behind him, however. Laura Chung in 3rd position. 4th is the 17 car of Mitchell Hodak, and then Sean Galligan running in 5th position as Matthews heads through turns number 3 and 4. We mentioned Nathan Hudson as one of our in-car cameras in today's event here, as does Kyle Matthews here. We'll be riding with him, and also be riding with the number 22 of Dylan Poteet. He'll have our 3rd in-car camera in today's event. As the yellow flag flies for the first time here today, and whoa, I think we got somebody. I think somebody's bunched up back there in front. Kyle's trying to get woed up here. Trying to find the pace car there as everybody else is trying to get past Matthews here before they get to the start-finish line. And there we go. So to get everything all situated right here, Dylan Young, the last car in line. And he was not the one we saw on pit road. I think it was the 81 car of Samit Ozkan, who made it on pit road. Sarah Eisner also on pit road as well, too, in car number 41, as the pit stop is completed for Samit Ozkan. Here's what happened to cause the yellow flag to fly for the first time here today. Dylan Young gets loose right there, gets into Ozkan's car as they come off the 4th turn. And then Linebach got through. Sarah Eisner, however, didn't know. She clips Ozkan's car, and then she gets in the front of Jessica Shelton. And I don't know, but Ozkan's car was trying to turn one way, and it wanted to turn somewhere else, but so, Samit Ozkan, who won the last race on the tour at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He also won at Milwaukee this season as well, too. Has been having a terrific season so far, but not the good luck here today at Rockingham, though, as he spins out here. Kyle Matthews is your leader here at Rockingham. We'll be back for the race restart right after this. Field going through turns number 3 and 4 right now. 2 cars are a lap down. It's Samit Ozkan in 81 and Sarah Eisner in 41. We mentioned the points that are coming into this event here. Kyle Matthews, as we mentioned, lost the points lead. He finished 40th at Charlotte, while the guy who took the points lead, James Henry, finished 6th in that race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So that's why he's got the points leader by, I think he's got it by about 11 points over Matthews, I think. So James Henry have a bit of a surprise points leader coming in this event. Matthews is 2nd place in the points coming in. And I'm wanting to say Casey Hoyt remains 3rd in the points here. So the points battle still up for grabs a little bit here at Rockingham, but Matthews is going to now hope for a little bit of bad luck out of James Henry now, as Henry and some of the others were trying to hope for bad luck out of Matthews at Charlotte. So points battles do kind of go hand in hand, if you know what I mean. Depends on who is chasing who in the points. Phil Parker's in 2nd position. 3rd is Laura Chung. 4th position is Sean Galligan and Daniel Foyles in car 26. Runs right now in 5th position in the Quaker State Ford. here's another driver who's trying to make her way up in the points there, Laura Chung. She has been up in the top 10 points for much of the season so far here. Much of the last half of the year, she's been in the top 10, contending for a top 5. And definitely a hot contender for that as well, too. The U.S. Air Jasper Engines Federal Mogul Ford. That car will be back next season with a new paint scheme, but not sure on the name of the driver for season 39 when we go to the 1996 Winston Cup car set. Keith Batson, he's now on his way back on the track right now. He's in 42nd position here. Something the matter with the Batson's Texaco Haviland Ford. Phil Parker sliding back right there. You see Mitchell Hodak and Reggie Vogelman both go by him. The 17 and 33 machines. Working lap number 11 here at Rockingham, North Carolina here. Hodak's been having a pretty good season race here today, obviously. A pretty good last few races, I should say. The Western Auto Chevrolet, the Darrell Waltrip cars. That car will be back next season with Western Auto Parts America for that on that car next season, but not sure about the driver yet. So, and ironically, Reggie Fogelman, the car he's getting ready to pass right there, was the car he drove last season, the 17 machine. Fogelman did, as now you see Colin Cropley in car 25, the man who's won twice this season so far. Cropley won at Dover, the second race at Dover this season. He also won the first Richmond race this season, the day race over there, which was run the third race of the season. So Cropley equaling his win total from last season. But if you ask Colin, he was expecting to be a championship contender in that number 25 car for Hendrick Motorsports. He's running really good right now. He's running in 7th position, but he is currently right now in the top 15 in the points chase. He would like to get himself up in the top 10 before the season is over. He's got this race and, of course, the last two after that, which will be Phoenix, the penultimate race there, which will be the penultimate race at Phoenix, Arizona, and also the season finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa Auto Parts 500. So Colin like to get some good top 5 runs here, and even some wins, obviously, in these final 3 races of the season. So there is Cropley, the 25 machine, running right now in 7th position. As you see, Hodak is in 8th. 9th position is Seth Cole. And Tyler Sestre, who's been having some dazzling runs in the number 12 car. He right now sits in 10th position in the straight arrow main and tail Ford. Alexander Rowe right there behind him in car number 7. And then you see Caleb Vogler in car 24 running in 12th. There is Vogler, the DuPont Chevrolet. He's currently sitting 11th in the points chase coming into this event. 2 wins this season so far. He won the second race. He won the first Atlanta race this season. He also won the first Martinsville race this season in the Jeff Gordon colors. Vogler with 3 wins in that machine right there. He also won last season at North Wilkesboro in the Holly Farms 400. This season it was Zachary Fitzwater who won that event. And Vogler, if he chooses to, will be back with this car next season in the Jeff Gordon machine. Ali Liara, she'll be back. Ali Liara, she wants to be back in a 16 car next season in the Family Channel Ford, I think. Although she has been exploring some other options from Roush Fenway, from Roush Racing. We do know Nathan Hudson will be back with the number 6 Valvoline car next season. And the third car will be added for next season will be the number 99 XI Batteries Ford will be making its return to the series for the 1996 Winston Cup car set. Liara right now, who won the Southern 500 at Darlington, she sits right now in 13th position at this moment. Raphael Leduc running in 14th right now. He won the first race at Michigan this season. Quentin Moore, 15th position right now. 16th is Emmanuel Hartnett, the winner of the Die Hard 500 at Talladega. The Spam milling performance machine. Not sure if Emmanuel wants to be back with that ride or not here. Not sure about that here. Quentin Moore, however, he'll be back with the number 70. He'll be with the number 75 Remington Arms machine next season for Raymock Racing. So he's got this race along with Phoenix and Atlanta to try to get at least a win here this season in the Citgo Ford. He's had 3 pole positions this season, but has not manifested itself in the wins this season for the Citgo machine. So been kind of a Quentin's still contending for a top 10 spot in the points chase, though, but Quentin would definitely like to get a win before the season is out. Cole Deaver currently sitting right now in the top 5 in the points chase here. He's running right now in 17th position in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Winner of the second Martinsville race of the season. He also won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona International Speedway. So he's won now at both Daytona races, the Pepsi 400 and the Daytona 500 in the GM Goodwrench machine. And of course, the interesting fact about Cole Deaver, and I think I mentioned this before. In fact, I know I've mentioned this before. In all 3 of the series I have run in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, the NNSCRA Truck Series, and the NNSCRA Truck Series, and also the NNSCRA Mellow Yellow Racing Series, which is my Xfinity series. Cole Deaver has won championships in the same paint scheme. All 3 championships he's won championships in all 3 of those series, and all 3 of them he's won them in the number 3 GM Goodwrench Dale Earnhardt colors. All 3 of them. So there's your little trivia question right there. And Deaver will definitely be back in this car next season, the GM Goodwrench machine. Trent Dunham, the number 1 Skull Classic Ford, he's now moves underneath Deaver to take position away. That's for 17th position. Nathan Hudson right now running in 18th position, and Jessica Shelton, or I should say, excuse me, Hudson's running 19th, Jessica Shelton running in 20th. Hudson having a okay season so far. Same with Shelton for that fact there. Usually at this point you just see Shelton up in the top 5 in the points, contending for a championship herself, as she was last season where she won the championship. She does have 3 wins this season, however. She did win at Sonoma. She won at Sonoma. She won at she won a second Pocono race, and she also won at Watkins Glen. But other than that, it's been feast or famine for Jessica Shelton this season, unfortunately for her. The number 494 McDonald's Skull Band, number 94 McDonald's Batman Forever machine. She did choose the scheme to run all season, however, though, because according to Jessica, she did not like the 1995 McDonald's primary scheme that Bill Elliott drove that season. So she chose the Batman Forever scheme, which that car was, of course, promoted only for the June event. They only ran that car in June of '95, if you remember, at, I believe, Dover, I know they ran it at Pocono and Michigan those 2 years. I know they only ran Pocono and Michigan that season with that car. And I think they may have also run the All-Stars at Charlotte with it. I'm not sure on that. But Jessica right now, sitting 19th right now. She's having a decent season. She's coming on the second half of the season, but she is not in the top 10 in the points coming into this event, unfortunately for Jessica. But if you know Jessica, regardless, she'll give it her maximum effort. You can bet on that for sure. Dylan Poteet running in 20th position right now. The MBNA Pontiac, the winner of the 600 at Charlotte this season. Quietly having a good year so far here. Joshua Osborne trying to keep himself in the top 10. Trying to keep himself in the top 10 of the points chase himself in the number 8 Ray Bess's Ford. Started the season off fast, winning the Daytona 500 at Daytona International Speedway. He also won at the second Michigan event this season, the Champion Spark Plug 400. Joshua right now trying to come close up on Cole Deaver in the Goodwrench Chevrolet. And you see the speed's getting a little bit slower here at Rockingham there as the tires are wearing down. This track is like sandpaper to tires, by the way, much like Darlington. And you'll see a definite significant lap time fall off at this track for sure. Alex Miller running in 23rd position. 24th is Cat Matson. 25th is Zachary Fitzwater. Bill Parker, the outside pole sitter has dropped. Outside pole sitter has dropped to 26th position. Christian Brecken running 27th. 28th is Carson Gunn. Then it's Max Anderson matching his car number in 29th. Eric Sadler 30th. 31st is Michael Turner. 32nd is Jeff Leinbach. Connor Brayton 33rd. Eric Monaco 34th. 35th is Matt McIntyre. 36th is Hiccup Bush. 37th is Nathan Orman. Casey Hoyt way back in the field, as is Dylan Young for that factor. Both the two of the top 10 drivers in the points chase. And I think maybe even top 5 for that factor. Casey Hoyt is in 38th and Dylan Young is 39th. And then you see in 40 position is Keith Batson, a tough day for him as well too. And everybody else is right now who's been running Rockingham, they're saying not again because Kyle Matthews. I don't know if it's the car, or if it's himself, or it's the crew, or anything. Regardless of what ride he's in, he always excels at Rockingham. It's like he knows something that nobody else does. As he has pulled up to a 6-second lead on the second place car, Laura Chung. There she is right there. Daniel Voiles right now running in 3rd position, the 26 Quaker State Machine, then followed by Seth Cole in car number 11. Seth trying to look to the inside of Daniel Voiles there. Does not get anything right there, but now meantime he's got Reggie Fogelman back there in car 33. Only caution flag of the day so far was way back on at the end of lap number 1, where Samet Oscon and Dylan Young got together. And right now, Samet is running 2 laps down in 41st position there. Keith Batson's 2 laps down in last position, and Sarah Eisner is 2 laps down in 40th position. So every car's running right now, and every car left is running so far here. All the cars that started this race are running, and 39 of those 42 cars are still on the lead lap. But nobody's catching this free bird here. Kyle Matthews leading the race at Rockingham. As we jump on board with Kyle, right down that white line in turns 1 and 2, then gets up against the wall, come out turn number 2, and the yellow flag is flown for the 2nd time in the day. And it's Phil Parker, the outside poster in car number 5, who is spun. So caution 2, flying on lap number 39. Take a look as to what happened in replay. See Parker coming off turn number 2 right there. It's a three wide between him, James Henry, and Joshua Osborne. Henry and Osborne were trading paint right there, and yeah, Phil Parker looked like he was clear of Joshua Osborne, and then clips right at him, and James Henry, the points leader, got involved as well too. So James Henry, who just got the points lead at Charlotte, and now suddenly he is now in danger of losing the points lead, especially the way Kyle Matthews has been dominating this event. There's again right there, Phil Parker. I'm not sure if he just slides back down right there after all this. You see James Henry kind of bulldozing him in the turns 3 and 4. Everybody doing a really good job messing him. Like, woo. Michael Turner and Eric Sadler just about got into him. Ooh, that was close right there with Eric Monaco, Hiccup Bush, Nathan Orman about got clipped. And you see the stragglers back there, Young, Hoyt, and Batson. Yeah, and cars making pit stops here at Rockingham here, so we see that happening. Casey Hoyt coming out of pit road. There you see Matt McIntyre. So there's the Keith Batson on pit road right now. So pit stops are completed, and that means Daniel Voiles is now your leader of the event here at Rockingham. So write this down. So write this moment down. The first time in a long time you've seen somebody other than Kyle Matthews as the leader here at Rockingham, North Carolina. Now see how good Matthews' car is in traffic when we come back for the restart right after this. Back at Rockingham, North Carolina here, Daniel Voiles is your leader of the AC Delco 400 with second place running right now is Laura Chung. Third is Seth Cole. Fourth is Reggie Fogelman. Fifth position is Sean Galligan. Then it's Alexander Rowe, Kyler Sustre, Ali Liara, Kyle Matthews in ninth position. And 10th right now is Colin Cropley. Green flag back out once again. Back underway. Keep an eye on Kyle Matthews. He's already busting his way through this field right there. He has picked off 3 spots already. So that car must be doing very well in traffic here. Meantime, Laura Chung leads her first lap of the race right there. The 77 car takes the lead. She has been second on 2 occasions this season. The Pepsi 400 at Daytona. And she was also second, I believe... trying to think where else she was second at here this season. I think she was second at Martinsville, I think. I'm actually not sure on that. Yeah, she was second in Martinsville to Cole Deaver. And would be a veteran in the cap of Laura trying to get her first victory of the season. She's won before in the series, but it's been a long time since she last won. Seth Cole's in second position right now in car number 11. Then it's Reggie Fogelman third. Battle for fourth between the 7 and 42. Here, Alexander Rowe and Kyle Matthews. And Matthews has got a lot of things to capitalize on right now because now with James Henry way back in 31st position, he has problems here the day earlier. So if Matthews at least stays from where he's at right now, he could take the points lead back from Henry coming into Phoenix. Phoenix being the penultimate race of the season for the Subway 500, which is next on the schedule. And the yellow flag flies, I believe, once again here at Rockingham. Yes, it is. So yellow flag flies now with, I believe, 12 laps to go. So yellow flag flies for the second. It's Nathan Hudson, car number 6, the Valvoline Ford, who has crashed. Matt McIntyre was involved. Michael Turner was involved. The 10 car of Michael Turner, Mitchell Hodak was involved. And I have a feeling this may have started all up ahead right there. The 8 and the 21 cars. Quentin Moore and Joshua Osborne right there. Moore slowed dramatically. He was getting into a bit of a drift there. Gets into Osborne's car in car number 8. Then 17 car was on the bottom of the racetrack here. Let's try to find him. Now, everybody gets bunched up at this point right there. You see Hudson, Hudson got tangled into James Henry. And everybody else was just bottlenecked up there. And that's the second time James Henry's been involved in a crash here today. He in the same spot as he got into the last one with him and Phil Parker. Take a ride with Nathan Hudson. So he got slowed up. So that whole thing woed him down a bit right there, and as we said, bottlenecked everybody else up. And congratulations, Nathan, you just took yourself right out of the race. Just just crashed right into Dylan Young's car. And here's where Dylan Young got into the whole thing as himself, too. He looked like he was going to come in with just minimal damage to his car. And everything crashed right into James Henry's car. So there's where, so evidently, Matt McIntyre got into Christian Bracken. That's what happened in his crash right there. And then Hudson and Young trying to get his car to start back up. And here comes Nathan Hudson. And Dylan says, "Thank you, Nathan." And yeah. So caution flag flying for the third time here today at Rockingham, North Carolina, and we'll have 8 laps to go in this race. This race completes here in the AC Delco 400. Can Laura Chung get her first victory of the season? We'll find out. Seth Cole may have something to say about that in the second position. Third is Reggie Fogelman, looking for his second this season. Kyle Matthews is looking for his fifth. Is looking for his fourth this season in car 42. Consider the Rockingham Master. You saw how much he busted out of that pack the last restart. Well, let's see how he busts out on this one right here. And they are single file here because we're less than 10 laps from the finish. The green flag flies back underway, and Matthews is going to try the high side this time. And Kyle gets up into the wall that time off the second corner. Laura Chung off turn number 4 gets has the lead, or had the lead. Now Seth Cole takes it this time by coming on into turn number 1. He's going to bring Reggie Fogelman with him as they go through turns number 1 and 2. And there is Matthews. If he wants to get that Rockingham sweep, he better turn the jet boosters on because he's in 11th position right now. That high side was probably not the smartest move at the Rock, obviously, because you're going to get up in the loose stuff in that area. But Seth Cole sitting right now as the leader in car number 11. He's not yet won this season. He won 3 times last season at number 11 Lowe's Ford. Michael Turner coming off of pit road in car number 10. He better watch it on the backstretch right there. And the 4-car Monaco's around, and he takes Nathan Orman with him, and then several cars get involved. Cole Deaver's involved, and that's going to end the race right there. And Caleb Vogler flipped over. Christian Bracken was involved. Osborne almost slams into Deaver's car. And that should end the race right there. And if it does, Seth Cole's going to be your winner with Reggie Fogelman finishing second. And this will cause the 4th caution flag to fly right there. Eric Monaco just got dumped by Colin Cropley. Then bam! Nathan Orman hits him. Then Cole Deaver gets crashed right there. Monaco flipped, and there's the Osborne gets into Monaco's car. Everybody else is going to get involved right there. Philip Parker gets jacked up by Quentin Moore. And then, there's where Caleb Vogler flipped. Okay, Quentin Moore's going to crash right into Parker's car, just going to jack him up right there. Carson Gunn gets involved, and Christian Bracken's going to send Fogler up in the air. Salmon Oscar gets involved. He slams in the Christian Bracken's car. A bad crash at Rockingham at the closing laps of this event here. So, man, just incredible right there. So that's going to cause a lot of crashes. It's going to cause a lot of cars to be out of the race right here. There, Jeff Leinbach's out. So is Nathan Hudson. So is Matt McIntyre is out. There, Mitchell Hodak, Sean Galligan is out of the race. As is Samet Oscon. Nathan Orman is out of the race here. Eric Monaco's out. Then Quentin Moore, Christian Bracken is out. Caleb Bogler, Joshua Osborne, one of the top 10 drivers in the points chase, he's out. As is Carson Gum is out of the race here. So is the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater, Hiccup Bush, Cole Deaver, Quentin, and Phil Parker are all out of the race here. So this is quite a list of drivers out of the event here at Rockingham, North Carolina. And I'm trying to think when the last time this moment happened right here. The last time I believe somebody other than Kyle Matthews won a race at Rockingham was way back in season 34, I believe. And guess what? In season 38, it's happening now. Seth Cole is going to be your winner of the AC Delco 400 at Rockingham. There's the checkered flag. And Seth Cole gets his first victory of season 38. He will take home the victory as for the first time since season 34 in the Goodwrench 500. Somebody other than Kyle Matthews is your winner at this track. We mentioned Kyle was the Rockingham Master, and he is really, but pit stops and under caution flag made the difference here today. Here, Seth Cole gets his first victory of the season. Second place goes to Reggie Vogelman. Laura Chung's going to get a bit of a points earning herself there in her 77 car. She finishes third. Fourth will go to Daniel Voiles. How about Alexander Rowe? The 7 car finishes in 5th position. 6th position will go to Ali Liara. 7th goes to Collar Sustre. 8th goes to Trent Dunham. Dylan Pote with a solid day in 9th. And 10th position goes to Kat Batson. Average speed 104.549 miles an hour. The number 11 Lowe's Ford goes to victory lane here today after a multi-car crash happened. Come off Calamity Corner, turn 4. And usually Rockingham, Calamity's corners turn 2 usually. Give the rest of the finishing order here. Kyle Matthews, after such a dominating performance, ends up finishing 11th here today, but he will pick up some points on James Henry, who finishes this race in 20th position. But let's go see what it's going to do in the points position as well too. I think James Henry should still hold on to the lead, but barely over Kyle Matthews. So we'll see what happens there. Finishing 12th was Colin Cropley. 13th was Emmanuel Hartnett. Eric Sadler, solid day, finishing 14th. And how about Connor Breton finishing 15th here today? Alex Miller 16th. Casey Hoyt finishes in 17th position here. He finishes in 17th position. He should stay maybe top 5 here today, possibly. I'm not sure. We'll see how that points look like after this one. Max Anderson, 18th here today. Good day finishing in the top 20. 19th will go to Rafael LeDuc and James Henry, as I mentioned, finishes in 20th position. Jessica Shelton, 21st. And Dylan Young, last car to finish on the lead lap, finishes in 22nd position. Keith Batson and Sarah Eisner was the last 2 cars to finish this race. 24 cars finished, and 22 of them finished on the lead lap. And the net result after this race here ends up with 18 cars on the race here. Again, Phil Parker, Cole Deaver, Hiccup Bush, Michael Turner, Zachary Fitzwater, Carson Gum, Joshua Osborne, Caleb Bogler, Christian Bracken, Quentin Moore, Eric Monaco, Nathan Orman, Salmon Oscon, Sean Galligan, Mitchell Hodak, Matt McIntyre, Nathan Hudson, and Jeff Leinbach all out of race here because of crashes and mechanical problems, probably due to crashes, obviously. But that'll do here today at Rockingham, North Carolina. Here, North Carolina Motor Speedway. Seth Cole gets the win here in the AC Delco 400. As he picks up his first victory of the season. I believe comes the 17 different winner here this season. I believe too. So we'll be heading to Phoenix International Raceway for the penultimate race of the season, the 31st and penultimate race of the season, next to the last stop on the tour. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe and become part of the crew here at the NNSCRA. And we have everything on the channel. We have everything on the channel. We got inter races. We got gaming videos. We got inter online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA and race winner here today, Seth Cole, desires to have on his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Next Gen Cup Series and Duracell Ultra Light Series, the two main series on his channel. And if you both run by the man himself, Seth Cole. And if you want in on future seasons of the Duracell Next Gen Cup Series and Duracell Ultra Light Series, be sure to give it Seth, and he will get you going on that. And also be sure to check out other channels from the NNSCRA community as well. So that will do it here today at North Carolina Motor Speedway. For now, this is James Colson. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Offline and online racing on Smith. We'll see you at Phoenix International Raceway for the Subway 500.